It's very important for any business. I might be a billionaire. If I don't have the money when I'm supposed to have, then the cash flow problem will come. As I mentioned here, there are some entrepreneurs who are really struggling to pay their bills. Does it mean they don't have money? Yes, they have money, but they are yet to receive the money from the clients. Why it is happening? It is all happening because they don't have proper budgeting. They don't have proper budgeting. My dear entrepreneurs, I personally suggest you follow 30-40-40 rule. You follow 30-40-40 rule so that you are always at the safer side. What is 30? What is 40? What is 40? The moment you deal or the moment you sign a deal with the client, claim 30% of the cash or 30% of the total cost of the project. Then once you go for the delivery 1, delivery 2, then you go for the 40% of the project cost. At the time of deployment, at the time of giving the final project, you collect remaining 40%. Now what is going to happen here, I'll tell you. If you have a 30%, you can manage your show. The moment you complete your show, you will get the 40%. Then the moment you complete remaining show, you will get the 40%. As an entrepreneur, this first 30-40, it may go for your maintenance, your salaries, etc., etc. The last 40 which is coming, it is going to be your profit. It is going to be your profit. So you should properly maintain the cash flow. I'll give you one best example for this. The best example is the tea shops which we are visiting every day in our life. The tea shops which we are visiting every day in our life. I'm not supposed to use the terminology, but still I'm using just for an example for better understanding. If you go to any tea shop, they won't sell only tea. Along with the tea, they'll be selling the cigarettes, right? So if you ask any tea shop fellow, what he will do is the profit which he's going to get from the tea, he will keep it for him. The profit which he's going to get from the cigarettes, he will make it as a rotation. What is rotation? End of the day, the person who sold that cigarettes, he will come to him, he'll pay that, again he'll buy the cigarettes, again he'll go to the next day. So that means proper budgeting is very much essential. Either it is a tea shop, it is an IT company, it is a mechanical company, it is a construction company, it is an electronics company. So if you are not properly maintaining the cash flow as an entrepreneur, you are going to face the problem. So the cash flow is very important point which every entrepreneur has to think twice or thrice before signing the deal. Some clients may say, no, after completion of project, then only I'll pay the money. So there you should be very smart. There you should be very smart. Then you increase the price. Now what will happen? You borrow something from the bank, pay it to your employees. Still you are at the safer side because you have increased the price. Then you will get the profit at the end. Right? Again, I'll tell you one more example here. Take the LMS software, student management softwares which are selling it to schools or colleges. They won't sell the product as a whole. They sell per student. So that means why I'm telling all these examples is when you want to maintain the cash flow, you should do the proper budgeting. Whether I need to sell entire service at a stretch or whether I need to sell per student, whether I need to go for 30-40-40 model, or you take construction companies, they will say 2026 we are going to give you the keys of the house. 2026 we will be giving the keys of the house. Today you just pay the 50,000. We are all under assumption that still I have 4 years or 5 years. Let me pay 50,000. What is there in that? For you it is 50,000, but for that particular entrepreneur, 50,000 multiplied by number of flats he's going to sell. Then that is going to be the profit. So the proper budgeting has to be taken care by the entrepreneur. Otherwise, you are going to face the problem. So that is the first hindrance or first hurdle faced by the entrepreneurs. And next one is hiring the right employees. You know, what is the problem with respect to this? You can see the problem here. Do you know like who reads job interviews the most? The hiring process can take several days of your time, reviewing, resume shortlisting, sitting through interviews, sifting through unqualified candidates. It's a tedious process every company is taking care of. So we'll float the advertisement, we'll collect the resumes, We'll call them for the review, HR department. Then they'll conduct the interviews. They need to remove the disqualified or unqualified candidates and then select the correct candidate. Again, whether he's going to come or not, we don't know. So there is a huge process where we are wasting our time. And moreover, my dear entrepreneurs, think this is not your cup of coffee. Selecting the candidate is not your cup of coffee. But what is your cup of coffee? Instead of wasting the huge amount on this tedious process, directly you can conduct walk-in interviews and onboard them as early as possible. Onboard them as early as possible. Don't say like wait for 15 days, 20 days. HR manager will take 1 week for resume building, 1 week for reviewing, 1 week for calling the interview, 1 week for conducting the interview, again 1 week for selecting the correct candidate, 1 week for follow-up. No, don't give that space because you are a startup. You are not Infosys. You are a startup. As a startup, the first thing you should remember is how fast I can onboard the candidate so that my billing will start. Every minute is going to be money for the entrepreneur. Every minute. Most of the startups who are failing, they are wasting so much of their money in this process. They're wasting so much of their money in this process. That's where they are failing in this process. I'll tell you a couple of examples here. You take the bounce bikes. Bounce bikes will follow traditional this way method of recruiting the employees. You take Swiggy. Swiggy never will follow this process. Directly they'll call the walk-in interview, they'll complete the process. You can see both the companies how they are doing. I don't want to comment any company because it's not my cup of coffee, but still. So don't waste huge time here. This is another hurdle you will face because HR want relaxation. HR manager want relaxation. Let me do it tomorrow. Let me do it tomorrow. But as an entrepreneur, you should have the mindset, let me complete this moment so that I can think about something else. So that my revenue will generate, my revenue will increase. So please don't waste much time on the hiring the employees. This is another obstacle you are facing. And next comes time management. This is very important. Time management might be the biggest problem faced by the entrepreneurs who wear many hats. See, you are an entrepreneur. You should worry about your business. Don't worry about everything which is happening in the company, like recruitment. Someone is, I have recruited what you call housekeeping department. They have not attended today duties. Why should you worry about that? Water is not coming properly. Why should you worry about that? You are an entrepreneur. You have employees who are working for you. You think about how I can make my time useful to get the client so that I'll get the money. If you have the money, these problems will get suppressed. These problems will get suppressed. So make yourself proper time schedule. You like the money. The first and foremost quality of an entrepreneur is you should like the money. If you don't like the money, then you are not going to be a proper entrepreneur. Entrepreneur should like the money and convert your time into money. Convert your time into money, right? So as mentioned, that money is not going to grow on trees where you can go and just pluck it off and then use it. You should be very smart while spending the money, while earning the money. While spending the money, while earning the money, you should be very, very smart. So that is where exactly entrepreneurship will come into the picture. If you keep on thinking about your housekeeping department, your HR department, finance department, how you are going to get your clients, that is not your way of doing it, right? Don't put always yourself into other shoes, see the pain. No, let them face the pain. Still, if they are facing the pain which they cannot tolerate, you as an entrepreneur, you enter into that, you help them. But don't involve in each and every activity which is going to lead or get into the failure of the startup, and next comes delegating the tasks. This is very important. See, whenever you are doing some task, make sure that whether you could able to do it or not. If you are not able to do it, you just outsource it or recruit the proper employee and then complete the task. So every time, if as an entrepreneur, if you are involving in that, then it is not going to be a successful company or successful startup. Let me tell you one best example for this. Take the Flipkart. Flipkart is started as an e-commerce company by Binny Bansal and Sachin Bansal. They never involved in each and every activity. They have segregated manager of production, manager of customer relations, manager customer maintenance, manager warehouse maintenance, etc., etc., etc. So they have reduced their task. They have delegated the task. So you are there to do this work, you do it. If you are there to do it, you do it. You complete it. Still, if you have any problem, you come to me. Just remember, maybe 5 to 7 years back, Flipkart is not having e-cart logistics. They have outsourced it to Blue Dart. They have outsourced it to various courier partners, right? So the courier partners has been taken care by the delivery operations. Then why Sachin and Vinny should sit and think about the delivery operations? So delegation of task is very important for an entrepreneur. If we are not doing it, again our company will be under trouble. So find the good employees, find the good outsourcing contracts and start working with them. Start working with them. As an entrepreneur, you just help them. Don't involve in every task. You don't involve in every task. Today, if you take any IT company, any construction company, the security will be outsourced. The security will be outsourced because we'll recruit from some agency, we'll make them as a security fellows, they'll be standing at our office. You just assume if you are thinking, oh, I need to maintain the security data, I need to pay the salaries for them, how much time you are going to waste, which is not so useful for your organization. So delegation of tasks is very important again when it comes to entrepreneurship. And next one is choosing what to sell. Just a minute. Yeah. Choosing what to sell. This is very, 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 very important again for the entrepreneur. See, you don't know how the market is going to turn. You should be ready to accept the change. You should be ready to accept the change. If you are not ready to accept the change, obviously we are going to end up with the failure. So it is a hurdle faced by the entrepreneurs. Say again, take the example, very local example, which we'll see every day in our life. Take the same tea shop. If the person is selling tea, think about the peak summer in Rajasthan, which is like 45, 43 degrees Celsius. How many people will drink tea? How many of them prefer tea? Instead, what he can do, he can sell the maybe like what you call some curd, some juice, right? So he can sell some other product which will really help them in reducing their body temperature. So what does it mean? So we need to think accordingly. You need to think what to sell in this particular duration, in this particular time. I still remember one example given by our honorable principal, Dr. Nageshwar Gupta M, in last meeting. See, you can see the people who are selling at the signals, road signals in metro cities. So they won't sell same product every time. If it is a rainy season, they'll be selling the umbrellas, right? If it is a raining season, they'll be selling umbrellas. If it is something like schools are going to start, they'll be selling some pencils, pens, etc., etc., right? So depending on the situation, depending on the scenario, depending on the various factors, you need to choose what to sell. Here you may ask one question, sir, I'm an IT company, I'm an entrepreneur, belongs to IT company. If you are telling that I need to go as per the requirement, so how I can change the company architecture or structure? Don't change the structure of the company. What I mean to say is cope up with the technology. Cope up with the technology. So if today is artificial intelligence working fine, you start working on the artificial intelligence products, services. If tomorrow is something is going to work fine, you try to switch over to it. How to do that? How to do that? You know, if you want to really cope up with the market, you need to do the extensive research. You need to do the extensive research. Again, as an entrepreneur, if you are sitting and thinking about the research activity, who will manage your company? Who will manage your company? So try to recruit one employee for doing the research. Try to recruit one employee for doing the research. See here, I'll give you one small suggestion out of my experience. Please don't recruit any employee for doing the research. Recruit one mentor. Recruit one mentor who could able to mentor you in this aspect. In this aspect, who is able to mentor you. It might be a management guy, it might be a technical guy who could able to help you with the research activity, come with a proper solution. To give you one best example for this, as all of us know, Reliance Industries, Mr. Mukesh Ambani, he's having a team called 24M, that is 24 managers. 24 managers. I think most of you know this story. So the 24 managers are there in Reliance who will be giving suggestions to Mukesh Ambani. Who will be giving suggestions to Mukesh Ambani. See, the main activity or the main task done by these 24 managers is they'll be keep on doing the market research. They'll be keep on doing the market research. So based on that, they'll give suggestions to Mukesh Ambani. The best part is all these 24 will never travel in a single bus, single flight, or in a single source of single mode of source. Oh, sorry, means single mode of transportation. They'll never do it because they are the master brains of the company. They are the master brains. If one brain is getting lost from the company, he wants remaining 23 to be safe. So this is how he is maintaining the strategy. So that means every time Mukesh Ambani cannot think, Mukesh can think about the business. He can think about how to get the profit, not doing the research, right? So make sure that you have very good research team or very good person who could able to do the research behalf of you. So choose the thing what to sell in the market. Then comes your market strategy. This is very important again. Most of the companies today, they don't go for the marketing on their own. They are outsourcing it to third party or they're outsourcing to some freelance consultants. Make sure that you are choosing the right person. Make sure that you are choosing the right person because you cannot just lavishly spend money because you are a startup. You need to think about proper budgeting. You need to think about proper cash flow. You need to think about proper time management. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Otherwise, it's very difficult. I'll tell you one example over here. Take the example of Shopclose. All of you, we have worked, we have seen the Shopclose. Shopclose has invested huge amount on advertisements. Huge amount on advertisements. Today, they couldn't able to maintain their own company. They are just waiting for the investors who can come and invest in their business. It is started by one family like my wife and husband. Now they are looking for the investors. Just think about Flipkart, think about Amazon, think about Swiggy, think about Zomato. People are coming to invest them, but these people are waiting for the investors. That is the difference. So marketing is very important. It doesn't mean that we need to lavishly spend money on the marketing. No. Think twice before you spend. As an entrepreneur, you should have the mindset that if I'm spending 1 rupee, in return on investment, I should get 10 rupees. I should get 10 rupees. Might not be it is possible everywhere. Suppose in A you are investing, at least you should expect output in B. That means in one area you may get loss. In another area you should get the profit. So that is how you need to think as an entrepreneur. So invest properly in the market with the proper efficient methodologies, proper target marketing, then you will get the results. Then you will get the results. To give you just a best example for this, say for example, I'm an entrepreneur where I'm producing some salt water. I'm producing some salt water which is for the some research purpose or some labs or healthcare labs, etc., etc. If I go to Chennai and start selling the salt water, how many people will be there? Or what is the purpose of doing marketing over there? See, Chennai is covered with full of ocean, or sorry, sea. So huge hard salt water will be available. Then why should I go to Chennai and sell the salt water? Or what is the purpose of doing advertising there about the salt water business? Right? So like this, you need to think about twice or thrice while doing the advertising or marketing or printing online medias, mobile marketing, etc., etc., etc. See, one best example I'll tell you here, one of the company who is doing the marketing strategy. As all of us know, today we are not using the SMS service. The line dedicated for SMS service from various vendors, it might be Jio, Airtel or anybody, it is free. So few intelligent companies, they started doing their marketing using the SMS service. SMS service. Now what is happening is, out of curiosity, the customer will see what is the message I got. Because most of the times he'll be busy with the Facebook, he'll be busy with the Instagram, WhatsApp, etc., etc. When he get the SMS, he will see, hey, what is that? See, that is how you need to attract the customer by using your marketing strategies. So if you are not able to do the marketing, don't worry. Either you recruit a best person or you outsource it. There are so many marketing agencies who will do at the better price. Who will do at the better price. So this is about the marketing strategy. So cash flow is very important. You need to maintain proper budgeting. hire the best employees, not best employees. Don't waste the time in hiring the employees. So make sure that the process is very simple. You are not going to waste your time, and manage the time properly. This is very important. Time is going to be money for the entrepreneur. Every minute is going to be a dollars. Every minute is going to be a rupees. So that is how you should think. You like the money and delegating the tasks. So simply don't sit and break your head, hey, how this is going to happen, how that is going to happen. You segregate the task. You segregate the task, surely it will happen. Then comes to choosing what to sell. This is very important. You should be very clear what I need to sell in the market. If you're not clear about it, surely we are not going to sustain in the market. And have proper marketing strategy. So when I say marketing strategy, low investment, high profit. That is going to be the thumb rule of an entrepreneur. That is going to be the thumb rule of an entrepreneur. See, today you think about Tata cars, you think about the Hyundai cars. They don't require huge market or huge investment on the advertisements. They can simply roll out one ad or roll out one hoarding so that everything will be done because they are already well established. They are already well established. Suppose if new company is coming, automobile company where they are manufacturing cars with the name Satya. So Satya needs so much of advertisement. So you need to think various factors while doing the marketing strategy. And if you could be able to do it, you do it. Otherwise, you recruit a third party outsourcing company. Then comes capital. This is very important because you are going to be a startup. You are going to start now. So you require a capital to start, right? So when you want capital to start, how to get the funding? There are various ways you are going to get the funding. There are various ways you are going to get the funding. So one, either you take it from family member, you can take it from the friend, you can lend it from the banks, or you can take it from the banks. You can approach for the angel investors. You can approach for venture capitalists, right? You can also approach the people who who is having lavish money, So that is also there. So that means capital is not really a big problem provided you have a very good idea. But still, this is the biggest hurdle faced by the entrepreneurs. Capital is very biggest hurdle faced by the entrepreneurs. And the problem where you will get as an entrepreneur is initially you will be having the capital. If your budgeting is not good, if your cash flows are not good, you will end up with saying that I don't have money to reinvest. I don't have money to reinvest, right? So that is a problem which we are going to face. Again, to give you best example for this one, you take bounce bikes. There is a huge investment done by the investors in the bounce bike. But what happened? Because their business model didn't work out properly, you might have seen on Bangalore roads also, the vehicles are broken, someone have removed some part of the vehicle, so somehow they got the loss. Again, they approached the investors with the idea of e-bikes, electronic bikes. Again, investors came front, again they paid for that, again they started with the e-bikes. But still today, bounce bikes is under loss because their BMC is not good. The business model canvas, what they are following is not good. So that means getting the capital is not a deal. Once you get the capital, how you are going to sustain in the market by maintaining the capital? That is very big important. You may get 5 lakhs today, but how you are going to utilize that 5 lakhs to make it as a 50 lakhs? If you are not making 50 lakhs, then you will end up with a failure. You will end up with the closing of your startups. So that means opportunities are there. As an entrepreneur, you should know how to maintain all these things. How to maintain all these things. So that's what I'm telling. The moment you will get the capital, you should follow proper cash flow, proper hiring process, proper time management, proper delegating tasks, properly choosing what to sell, what not to sell, proper marketing strategy. Otherwise, it is going to be again a failure startup. It is going to be again a failure startup. So make sure that you are utilizing the capital properly. And next comes the strapped budget. And next comes our strapped budget. So what is this strapped budget? See, I have very good cash flow. I have very good money or budget, which I can be able to use it. Maybe as I said an example, I have very good investors. I have 3,000 crores investment. There is a very good cash flow. But you need to understand as an entrepreneur where to invest, where not to invest, where to invest, where not to invest. See, for this, always we will say one example, Ambani brothers. So when Dhirubhai Ambani given properties to the brothers Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani, he has given in the equal no, split up. Same thing what Mukesh got, same thing Anil also got. But today think about their status. Mukesh Ambani is one of the world's richest person. What about Anil Ambani? What about Anil Ambani? So getting money, having money is not only the thing. How you are going to spend it, how it is going to work for you, that is also very important. See, today I have 1 lakh rupees. If I start my company in what is it, manufacturing the mask. See, mask business is going good because of COVID pandemic. Your business will be good. Take 2 years or 3 years down the line, once the pandemic get over, what you will do? What you will do with that particular machine? What you will do with that mask which you produce in the mass production? Right? So you need to think twice or thrice when you are spending the money, how it is going to work. How it is going to work. So that is very important. If you are not maintaining it properly, again as an entrepreneur, you are going to face the problem. Again, you are going to face the problem. So that means having the proper cash flow is very important. After having the cash flow, how you are going to maintain it, that is also very important. Then comes the business growth. So as a entrepreneur, as a startup, so there will be some point where you might feel your company is doing good and there are a lot of orders which you cannot maintain, So then what to do? Then how to manage it, right? Say for example, which we call it as a saturation point. So you will reach such a saturation point where your production environment is not sufficient to produce the product. Then what to do? Again, you need to do the task delegation. So you should be an entrepreneur, not a production person. You talk to your production team. Hey, what best we can do? Today our production unit can produce 20 parts or 20 products per day, but customer is looking for 40 products. So what to do? Can we tie up with someone, or how we are going to do that? How we are going to do that? See, the best example for this one is construction of the national highways. Take the best example. Most of the tenders in South India is backed by the L&T Infotech. Most of the projects backed by the L&T Infotech or L&T for constructing or laying the national highways. But not L&T is going to lay the roads every time. They are going to give it to the various partners. When you say, for example, Soma Constructions, they'll give it to Punj Lloyd. There are various partners whom they are going to work. Still L&T is happy because they are getting what they are supposed to get. Might not be at the higher level, but at the safer level. They are getting it. So that means as an entrepreneur, don't think that if some customer is coming saying that I want this, can you be able to do it? No, sir, I don't have manpower. No, don't do that. You just politely say yes. Why can't we do that? At the background, you tie up with some company, you tie up with some third parties, consultants, and complete the task. See, as an entrepreneur, I always suggest everyone, stop using the word no. Rarely the word no should come from the mouth of the entrepreneur. For everything you should say politely, yes, we can do it. Right? Then only we are going to sustain in the market. I'll tell you one best example for this, again into the pharmaceutical industry. There are major pioneers, major companies in pharmaceutical industries, which you can say like GSK is there. We have Abbott, we have Abbott, and we have so many companies who are in the pharmaceutical industry doing really good for the decades. And there is one company which came into the market very recently, which is called Mankind Pharma, which came into the market recently with the name Mankind Pharma. And today, Mankind Pharma is doing far better compared to the various companies in the market. One product which Mankind Pharma is producing, there is no competitor at all. There are various, I won't say like there is no competitor, there are various competitors, but they couldn't able to reach the expectation. Because we are all professional engineers. We know this product, we can directly say that yes, it is happening. The product is Preganews. If someone want to check the pregnancy, they need to use the Preganews product, which is manufactured by the Mankind Pharma just for 50 rupees. There are various players in this particular zone. There are various players who is producing that product. But still, Prega News is the market leader because of the quality, because of the clarity, because of the exact results what we are getting. The accuracy of Prega News is 96.4 compared to other products. Compared to other products, we also have with GSK, we also have with Reddy's Lab, we also have with Arabindo Diagnostic, Arabindo Pharma. Still, the accuracy is not there with particular product. So mankind is doing far better in this area. So likewise, so when you are committed to do something, don't say no. Try to have the tie-ups, try to start thinking on those lines and try to produce the product. As an entrepreneur, please learn the habit of not saying no. Not saying no. So that's we need to learn. So that is about the business growth. And last one is self-doubt. See, this is the biggest problem we are faced in the Indian entrepreneurship industry or Indian entrepreneurial journey. See, as per the statistics in 2018 in Bangalore, we have 2,643 startups which are started. 2,643 startups which are started in the year 2018 and 19. And today, as per the statistics of 2021 June, out of 2623, which is started in the 2 years or 3 years back, only 150 are existing. Remaining got closed. Remaining got closed. The main problem here is self-doubt. What is self-doubt is the self-doubt once it creeps into your mind as an entrepreneur, you are doing something wrong. If something goes wrong, what I need to do? If tomorrow my product is not getting sold in the market, what I need to do? If some competitor is coming in the market, what I need to do? If someone is doing much better than me, what I need to do? Can I sustain in the market? Not only entrepreneurs, the self-doubt will be there with every individual human being. He might be a student, he might be a teacher, he might be an entrepreneur. If I fail in this subject, what to do? If I don't teach this subject properly, what to do? If my product is not going to do good, what to do? So self-doubt is a very common quality. So don't worry about it. So how to overcome that self-doubt? You should have very good supportive system. You should have very good family who will support you. If family support is not there, go to the friends. If friends are not supporting, go to some other entrepreneurs who is ready to support you. If entrepreneurs are not supporting, go to the mentors. The support is not going to be in the form of money. The support is not going to be in the form of asset. The moral support you required in this case. The moral support you required in this case. So if you have a moral support, overcoming this self-doubt is not going to be a biggest deal. For this, I'll tell you the best example is Infosys. Infosys. When Narayana Murthy thought about starting a company along with his five of his friends, they are working for a company called Patni Systems. They are working for a company called Patni or Patni Systems. So when they are working with that company, they thought, let us start the company. They don't have money in the hand. Hardly they have 10,000 rupees. They went to Sudhamurthy. They went to Sudhamurthy and they said, hey, we want to start the company. How you can help us? So the moment they went to their wife and they said like this, she said like, I have some jewels, I have some gold. So let us just bleed it and then take the money. Then they started. They started in a very single or double bedroom house kind of stuff where they started Infosys. And today you think about it. Today you think about it. If they thought like, okay, whether Infosys is going to work in the market, how it is going to happen? There is no Infosys, there is no Narayana Murthy, there is no success story at all. Take the example of HCL. HCL is pioneers in manufacturing the computers, printers. So IBM is a market leader in that industry. So one time IBM thought that I need to leave India. I am not getting the proper profit. So the moment IBM started leaving the India, HCL came into the picture. Shivnadar started HCL company. See, waiting for the opportunity. He never thought that whether people will buy HCL when IBM is there. No, he never thought about it. Take today's scenario. There are so many China companies who are coming in the market, Redmi, Realme, Oppo, Vivo. They never thought that who will buy in front of Samsung. They rolled out the entire Samsung industry. Now, today, if you go and ask Samsung, the profit will be very less. How they sustain in the market? See, entrepreneurs should have the self-doubt, but you should not make that as an habit. Talk to the people who you feel comfortable. Try to overcome that problem. I'll fail in this exam. Then what is the purpose of joining the course? If a teachers feel that I won't get the 100% result in this subject, then what is the purpose of he becoming a teacher? So as an entrepreneur, you should not think always, hey, whether I'll succeed in the market or not. And every day is not going to be your day. Every day is not going to be your day. Your day will come. You should wait. You should wait. You should wait, and you should wait. While waiting, you just make sure that you are working towards the proper goal. Towards the proper goal. That is what the main habitual thing which needs to be done by the entrepreneurs. As a great personality said, entrepreneurship is not arts and science. Entrepreneurship is not art or science. It's a practice. It's a practice. Whether you take the right decision, whether you take the wrong decision, don't worry about it. You have taken the decision. Because you have taken the decision, you should obey the decision. You will get the correct results, you are going to succeed in the market. If you get failed in that, go for the plan B. Again, start working with that. Don't decide within one day, I am not a good entrepreneur. I am not a good person to do the business. So business is not going to be one day dream where within the dream I'm going to get very beautiful heroine where I'll say I'll dance with her, then I'm happy I became hero. No. So you need to dream, 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 dream until you succeed in your life. Every day you should dream, hey, tomorrow I need to do this. I need to get money like this. I need to succeed like this. So that is how entrepreneurial thinking should be. An entrepreneur should think at least ahead of 15 members who is sitting next to you. Then only you will be a very good entrepreneur. The entrepreneurial thinking should be like that. And please make sure that as a budding entrepreneurs, don't think every day is going to be Sunday. If every day is Sunday, then how you're going to sustain in the market? So for every person, there will be a day where you are going to get the profit, where you're going to get the success in your life. You should wait for that day. You should wait for that day. Opportunities will be there. How you are going to crack those opportunities, that is very important. I'll tell you one small short story here. There is one thief who is thefting so many gold, bikes, etc., etc. Whatever profit he will get, he is giving 30% to God. He is enjoying only 70%. Say if he is stolen like maybe 100 rupees from the pocket of some other person, he has taken only 70 rupees, 30% he is putting to the God, either in the hundi or church or masjid, whatever you call it. One day what happened? So he caught by the police. Police are running behind him. He went into a street. And then he is seeing each and every door to escape from the police to get inside and latch it. He went to house 1, house 2, house 3, house 4, house 100. After house 100, he caught by the police. Then police all have taken him to jail. In the jail, he asked the God, hey God, every time I'm giving 30% to you, I'm enjoying only 70%. But when I'm in trouble, you not helped me. Then how I can trust you next time? So God appeared and said, you such a waste fellow. I gave 100 opportunities to you. Every door is just closed. They are not latched. They are not locked. Your duty is to open it, get inside and latch or lock it. I have given opportunities to you, but you have not utilized the opportunity. You are telling you helped me, you gave me 30%, but I gave you 100 opportunities, but you not utilized not even single opportunity. Same way, entrepreneurs will get 100 opportunities every day. How you are going to convert them into your business, that is very important. How you are going to convert them into your business, that is very important. So no person, no entrepreneur will get opportunity. No, they will get the opportunities. But how you are going to convert them into the business, that is in your hand. So as an entrepreneur, you will face all these hurdles and you need to overcome them. As I said, for every problem you can see here, the problem is very big. The problem is very big, but the solution is very small. Cash flow, the solution is very small. Have the proper budgeting. Hiring employees, don't waste much time. Conduct the walk-in interviews. Time management, maintain time properly. Think you like the money, then time management will come into the picture. That is for sure. Then delegating the tasks. So have a proper employees, good outsourced contract so that you can get it done properly, this one. right? The problems are very big. You can see here, choosing what to sell, do the proper research. If you're not able to do it, outsource it, no problem. Or recruit the person, take the mentorship. Marketing strategy. So there is a big problem in marketing strategy, but solution is very simple. Recruit either best person or go for the outsourced marketing agencies. Capital, you have various capital agencies who are ready to fund for you if your idea is good. Then come to the strapped budget. So strapped budget will be there, but you should know where to spend properly. Then comes the business growth. The problem is big, but the solution is very simple: task delegation, which you already practiced, right? And last one is self-doubt. Obviously, this is a habit of the human being. This is a kind of mentality of the human being. Go with the proper supporting system. Surely you will overcome this problem. Surely we will overcome this problem, right? So before I just conclude the presentation, I just have one small presentation which I'll just take you through for a minute or two. Yeah, so this is about same topic. See, creating startup is not so easy. It's not easy task. You should have proper team. You should have a capital. You should have a proper idea as well. But I won't say that it is not possible. It is possible. Every student can become entrepreneur. Every faculty member can become entrepreneur, provided that you are working towards it properly. So the first problem faced by any entrepreneur is money. When you want to start the new business, you required money. You required you required money to start, but don't expect the instant profit. Business is not like instant coffee. I'll just make it, drink it. No. Invest today, you can expect maybe 1 year or 2 years down the line. So your time, knowledge, or the work model which you're going to work is very important. The knowledge which you gain as an entrepreneur, you need to work according to the time. Next comes time. You need to manage your time wisely, otherwise you are not going to sustain in the market. Manage your time wisely. Lack of knowledge. It doesn't mean that everyone should know everything. It is not possible. If you ask me how to do 3D printing, I don't know because I am from computer science background. If you ask me how to connect or which sensor is best for identifying the obstacle which is in front of 300 meters or 400, I don't know. So lack of knowledge will be there. Try to either acquire the skills or educate yourself. But my suggestion, have the good mentor, so it will solve your problem. And information overloaded. Information overloaded. Don't think too much. That company is going to come. What is going to happen? This company is doing good. What is going to happen? That company is competing with us. This company is competing. Don't confuse yourself. Don't confuse yourself. The only thing evident in life is change. We should change. Things should change. System should change. So we should be ready to adopt it. And direction. This is very important. Keep focusing on the goal and the mission of your business. Don't worry about the remaining obstacles. Who is my competitor? Who is going to spoil my business? Who is going to waste my money? Don't worry about it. Direction is very important. And comes the business. So don't work. Work in the business, not like work on the business. Make everyone collaborate you into your business. Start working towards your goal. And be innovative. Think out of box. Think out of the box. You may get number of competitors, but how best you are going to provide the service, how innovatively you are going to provide the service, that is very important. You can see market leader like Google has come up with a social networking site called Orkut. But today Orkut is not there in the market because Facebook has overcome that business with his innovation. So that is how we should think. And don't work like alone. So business, you cannot do it alone. So you should have a very good team. So if you are working alone, that means something is going wrong. You cannot get into the success. It's very difficult. And getting clients, this is very important. Make sure that you are talking to the clients such a way that you are going to get them on board and they are not going to think further to go with some other vendors. Once they come to your court, you should make sure that you are the best. So that's how you should work. And marketing, this is very important. So you should have a proper business plan. You should have a proper marketing plan. Either if you do it, you do it. Otherwise you outsource it or you recruit the employees who will do for you. right? So these are the 10 points which you need to remember as an entrepreneur. So that's all from my side. Any queries are there, I'll be happy to take it.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for discussing the various hindrances faced by the entrepreneurs, and you have also suggested the solutions for the things you have discussed. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Participants, if you have any doubts, you can ask. Any clarifications or any suggestions needed by the speaker, you can discuss here. Any doubts, participants? Okay, thank you. Now I request Professor Naveen Kumar sir to propose vote of thanks. Naveen sir.
Yes, sir. So, very good afternoon to one and all. So, it's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this session. So, I, on behalf of SPC Management Principal and Institute IIC SPC Cell, and on my own behalf, extend a very hearty vote of thanks to today's speaker, Professor M. Satyanarayana sir, giving insights on hindrances faced by the entrepreneurs. Thank you, sir. It was a very, very informative session. Thank you very much. I thank our respected Chairman Shri V. Muniappa sir and Honorable CED sir, Dr. Shashidhar Muniappa sir, for their blessings and support towards the organizing this event. I thank our beloved Principal Dr. Nageshwar Gupta M. sir for his constant support and encouragement towards the organizing this event. I also thank HODs of the various departments, deans, and all my faculty friends for your presence and cooperation throughout this session. Thank you very much. I thank all IIC and NISP team members, including the faculty and students, for your teamwork and successful conduction of this session. Finally, I thank all the students and faculty members of various other institutes for your presence and interest throughout the event. Hope this event was very helpful for all the students and faculties gathered here. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I request all the participants to share the feedback. I have posted the feedback link in the chat box. If the link is not accessible, I will share the screen. So kindly copy the link and share your valuable feedback. I am presenting the feedback link. Even I have posted in the chat box. Kindly copy and share the feedback. Okay, I hope everyone sent the feedback. With this, we'll end the session. Thanks for attending. Thank you very much.